Hi, welcome back to the channel, repairing the crash damaged W500. We're going to get the fly screen off now, and yeah, if you haven't seen how it goes on, watch the other video. I had a nightmare, so let's see how we get this off. It's really awkward, right underneath up there. Got my ratchet already attached. Going to take the stanchions off. That'll allow me to assess the damage around the clocks. Remember, if you've not been here before, like, share, subscribe. Thanks. Let's crack on. That's that one off, 5mm Allen bolt. It is awkward to get to, it's this front one that's the hardest. Bolt 2, another 5mm Allen bolt, pop them down there safe. So this is absolutely solid, incredibly high quality grade metal from these dart fly screens, but look at that. That is meant to go there, and when I get the other side off I'll show you it and compare it to you, and then we'll show you what's left of the fly screen. As you can see on there, probably not a lot. Alright, let's get that bit other side done. Done. Not easy getting underneath to do that. Them Allen key bolts, 2 on each side, 5mm. As I just showed you, this is the pretty much damaged one. There's a bit of perspex on there, so you know there was some impact. So for comparison, well, we can't really compare it because there's no left. That's that. This will have been here, there, but it's so bent out of shape and warped. So that's what it should look like. You see that? And that's what it does look like. Now this one here got bent round towards the clocks. Around there. There is the tiniest scratch in the world on that, so that's going left. I don't need to do that. We can really start to see around the headlight ball. I'll bring you in for a close-up. I don't really want to do out with that until my mate's here, because he's going to help me change this, which will then release all this, and that's on order. Which I'm surprised that glass hasn't smashed on there. So I think next for this video we'll get the indicator replaced at the back because that's damaged. And yeah, let's crack on and get that done too. Next on the list is to replace the rear indicator, which we have got a brand new one here. It was just over 40 quid. We'll price this one up at the end of this video. So it's this one here. As you can see, it's pretty damaged with the lens, but it's just one bolt in there, but I can't get to it and I can't get to the assembly under here, so we need to take off just 3 bolts in there, one there, one there, one there. Take the whole housing off, take the old indicator off, put the new one on, reattach it to the bike, and then just switch it on and make sure it works. So with that off, I need to get this connector free, just there. Take the wiring out, finish undoing this nut, take this off and connect up the new one. Then all I need to do is just plug it in. Clicks in nicely. Clip it back into the retainers, which I know will be easier said than done. Plug that into the protective waterproof housing. It's a bit fiddly. Just put the top bolt in to hold it. Still got the two bottom ones to do, but I'm just going to turn it over, switch it on, make sure it works. Perfect. I've enjoyed doing that so far. So we'll get the rest of the bolts in, and yeah, that'll be the rear indicator done. That is the rear indicator on. Bit of a fiddly job. Turns out the metal is so tightly packed that when you undo the bolts, this spring loose a little bit, so I had to fiddle around lining everything up again and grow it on, grow it tight. As you can see, it works. It's pretty easy really, just a little fiddling around. No mechanical skills, so I'm glad I've done it. So far on the bike, we've got the front wheel on with a new tyre, spoked. We'll go into that price in a minute. Rear indicator on, and I've still got loads to do. Here's our list. Next episode, we're going to do the handlebars. So please subscribe so you can see that. There's a lot on there to take off and transfer over. I'm sure it'll go pretty well because it's just plug and play stuff basically, most of it. It's that fork and indicator bracket that I'm going to need help with off my friend, because you need to undo the forks to release the pressure off it so that you can change it over and slip it off, because it is a complete jacket on there. So far on here we've got front wheel spoked. We couldn't spoke it, so we had to get a second hand new one, and that was 150 quid. And the tyre, tube and rim tape for that was another bang on 100 quid, spot on. That's not a bad value really. Yeah, it's 250 quid I didn't need to spend if I didn't crash, but yeah, a new one would have cost me £500 really, I suppose, without a tyre. So that's not too bad. And I've actually got a tyre on that I want to match the back one, a Bridgestone Battle Axe I think we call them. Rear indicator, I've got price of that here. It's from Cradley's Kawasaki. I'm not advertising for them, but they've been super helpful. I would recommend them for Kawasaki stuff. So rear lamp assembly, we've got that down as front and rear indicator. So we've got the rear indicator here, which was £40 and 92p. I've already got the front one. I'll tell you how much that was now. I bought it second hand and that was 25 quid. When we get through all this and get all this done and everything on the bike and it's ready to ride, we'll add it up at the bottom there and see how much everything costs. Alright, I'm pleased with that so far. I'm going to stop for today. I need to have a break, need to have something to eat. And in the next episode we'll get them bars swapped over. Hopefully my friend will be here to help me do them forks. I've got a foot peg to put on. The headlight needs sorting. We've got it all here, look. Clutch lever needs changing. I need to sort out a new front fender from the last episode. That's on order, so that shouldn't be too much longer. I've got some grips. The mirrors I've got, we need to get those on. Fly screen, crash bar, things I'll be getting as well. Hit subscribe, share and like. Stay with me on this one because it's all a learning curve. If you're enjoying these, please like them. And if these kind of videos end up getting me enough subscribers, then yeah, I'll invest more in another bike. I might even buy a crash damaged bike and just fix it. Quite fancy it. I'll start off with something simple, single cylinder bike of some sort. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Anyway, if you don't like it, hit dislike. There are other history programs coming up as well, so please stay subscribed for those. And if there's anything you want to see in England, drop it in the comments. I'll go ride down and I'll have a look. I'll try not to crash this time, but that's my dedication to you. Take care.